Alright, I ain't starting the video over again. You're gonna get what you get. I've been spitting and sputtering and stuttering and everything else trying to get this video done. Here we go, guys. I do want to show off another world silver coin that I got. I've been watching FG Stacker, and he got me turned on to these world silver coins, and it's a lot of fun. And what I wanted to also talk about is early sobriety. Now, I know in a lot of my videos I talk about early sobriety, but that's really the hurdle to get through to start enjoying life and really enjoying life. So hello everybody. Welcome to Sobriety and Silver. I woke up sober this morning because I went to bed sober last night. Today is 1,190 days of continuous sobriety. Day 226 of stacking silver, getting on YouTube and just having a blast in the silver stacking community. I got a few of my chips pulled out here tonight that I've received from other channels, and I just noticed I don't have Southeast stackers out here. Sorry, Southeast. I appreciate you sending... Oh, yeah, dude, that's yours right there. I usually have it like this. Ha-ha! There we go. Let's fix that. All right. What I'd like to show off, first of all, is I got a 1970 Bahama Islands 50-cent piece. And this is the first one of these that I have. Now, I have the Canadian dollar, but this one is pretty neat. It's 0.2667 of actual silver weight, and according to Namista, the melt value is $8.68, and I got it for $8.11 with shipping. That's awesome. So I got talking to Coin Shop Chris, and that's another channel. If you have not checked out Coin Shop Chris, check his channel out. Tell him Sobriety and Silver sent you, because he's got a lot of great information. The guy knows his silver and his gold. And anybody with the name of Coin Shop Chris, you know he works at a coin shop, so he's kind of got some inside information. Just kidding, Chris. But I had an idea, and I think I was watching the Kansas Kid, and he was talking about getting world silver coins for under melt value. And I thought, man, that's a great idea, you know, because if you can get a quarter or over a quarter ounce of silver for under melt value, who wouldn't want to do that? But Coin Shop Chris, when we got talking on the phone, he did bring up a good point, and this is only if SHTF scenario, I guess, you know, but it is still a good point that anything, you know, being down here in southern Oklahoma or in the south, something like this may not be very recognizable as far as barter and trade and stuff like that if you're into prepping and collecting silver, stacking silver for the SHTF scenario. I just like silver. I want all the silver I can get, and if I can get it under spot, that's great. But let's move on. What else we got going on? I still have not got my gold, even though it's only a half gram of gold. I haven't got that in, and I've been on this piece dollar kick, man. I've been getting on eBay, and M-Bar Coins has been running auctions on piece dollars, and I've been getting them for 20. I say I've got them like I've grabbed a whole bunch of them. I've only got two, but I got them both for $27.99 free shipping. And M-Bar Coins is a very reputable coin dealer on eBay. And I just put my maximum bid in, and if I win, I win. If I don't, I just move on to the next one. But they have so many of them in rapid succession that eventually I won a couple of them. So $27.99, and now they're both 1923 S's, but I don't care. That's fine. I don't have any piece dollars yet. So, all right, what else we got going on? I would like to get serious You know, I kind of goof around when it comes to silver and stuff like that, but I never goof around when it comes to sobriety. I got thinking, I was actually watching another YouTube channel that I watch about sobriety. I watch a lot of them. But it's the early sobriety stage, and I'm going to repeat myself because I know I have talked about this in other videos. But it is so important to understand what you're going to go through, not just physically. I'm not talking about the withdrawals. I'm not talking about what you're going to go through to get off of the substance. I'm talking about when all that is done and over with, and your body has gotten rid of the drugs or gotten rid of the alcohol, whatever the substance was, and you no longer are physically addicted. That's when I say that early sobriety begins. Once you're done with the rehab and you get out in the real world, in real world scenarios. So, what you're going to experience, most likely, now this is not, everybody's not going to experience this. I know I did, and it's hard to get past. But your brain actually shrinks during addiction and alcoholism. And it stops producing dopamine, which is the feel-good, I don't want to say drug, it's the feel-good juice that your brain produces to give you an enjoyable experience. Like if like when you see a good movie or you just, to give you a happy feeling, basically. So in early sobriety, it's going to be hard to achieve that because your brain is healing. And it takes a while for the, I'm going to butcher this, the limbic system, I think is what it's called. I am definitely not a doctor. But that's what produces the dopamine. And it's going to take a while for that to heal properly and for you to start enjoying little things. And when I talk about little things, I had a dopamine rush when I got my 100-gram bar. When I opened this up in the post office, I'm friends with the two guys that work in our little post office here. And, I got a dopamine rush or a happy feeling just by opening up a 100-gram silver bar, because that's what I enjoy. Now, once you start getting into sobriety, early sobriety, you can't force things. You can't force yourself to find something enjoyable. Keep trying different things. Eventually, the brain will heal and the dopamine will start producing normally, and you will get past that uneasy, uncomfortable feeling of nothing is fun. Not a thing is fun. I tried this. That wasn't no fun. I tried this. That wasn't any fun. I tried reading a book. Didn't like it. That is to be expected. These things are going to happen, and it's going to take a while for that to start becoming a normal production of the brain, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Just little things that I enjoy. I really want to set my camera up. We have my neighbor here at the RV park. Every morning he puts out either bird seed. He's out of bird seed right now, so he's been throwing crackers out. And all the animals come, man. The birds, and I'm talking about 4 or 5 different species of birds will come up. And then this morning, me and him were just sitting there laughing, watching this one squirrel. He'd run out, grab him a big mouthful of crackers, and then book it back into the woods. And we were just laughing at it. And that's something that in later in sobriety, I'm not talking about months and months and months. I'm just talking about a short amount of time where that boredom and that uneasy feeling will go away and you'll start enjoying things like that, like I did. It was funny, but it was not only was it funny, but it was pleasurable, if that makes sense. My brain was releasing dopamine to give me a happy feeling in sobriety just by watching a squirrel. And that little squirrel, I'm telling you, I'm really considering, if I can get a good picture and get it right, to take my phone out there and set my tripod up and just record a video of all these birds. We got rabbits. It's all kinds of crazy stuff happening all at once. And to get this bird seed and crackers and things like that. And it's just an enjoyable experience. It's something that, I promise you, in my first couple of weeks of sobriety, I would not have enjoyed that. I would have scoffed at it, or I'd have, probably not even noticed it. I definitely wouldn't have appreciated it. And I would not have stayed there and watched for as long as I did, because my brain hadn't healed yet to start producing the dopamine for me to physically enjoy that moment. And this is something that in early sobriety, you want to give this a chance. If you understand and can prepare for what you're going to feel and what you're going to go through, and understand that it doesn't last. It does not last very long. Once the brain heals, everything will start coming together. And life just becomes wonderful, man. It's I know I sound like I'm beating a dead horse here, but I don't care. Life is amazing. And the longer you give into your addiction, the longer you drink, the longer you do your drugs, that's another day wasted. That's another day that you are not living and loving and enjoying life. And life is waiting. Life is waiting for you patiently, and it will be there. Rip the Band-Aid. Rip the Band-Aid off. Go through whatever hell you got to go through to get clean and sober. Because I promise you, the day you decide to get clean and sober, within 30 days, you will be enjoying life. You will have gone through the worst of the worst, and your brain will begin to heal. Your body will start having emotions again, and you'll start enjoying things. So I encourage anybody that is in active addiction and active alcoholism, rip that Band-Aid, man. Life's waiting for you. You guys have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed Friday evening. I'm hoping I get some more stuff in the mail tomorrow, and maybe I can show off a little bit of gold, and I doubt I'll get my peace dollars in. It's kind of early for that, maybe beginning of next week. But I do have some other silver coming. I got another Philharmonic. And this is my dopamine rush right here. This is stuff I enjoy doing. And once you get clean and sober, you'll start finding stuff that you enjoy doing too. And you'll start living and loving life. You guys have a good night. We'll see you in the next video.